What's up everyone, it's Roger here from DisKingdom.com. I've been on vacation for a week, so I'm going to kind of go through a couple of the stories that I've been breaking from Disney over the past week. I'm going to be talking about a new Fastpass coming to Disneyland in California. I'm also going to be talking about Beauty and the Beast show. I'm also going to be talking about Star Wars. We're going to see them talk about the new Woody Harrelson and a ton more bits and pieces, including some stuff from the new ride going into Typhoon Lagoon at Walt Disney World. So let's jump into it. First off, Woody Harrelson is going to be joining the new Star Wars Han Solo project. No title yet. We don't really know what he's been playing, what he's been doing. He's been in lots of different movies in the past. I'm kind of quite interested to see what they do with this. He kind of usually plays that kind of rogue guy, the kind of, maybe now he's a bit older, he plays a little bit more wisdom, that he kind of maybe knows what he talks about. Saw him in, for example, the Hunger Games in that set of 4 movies. I actually thought he was quite good in this. I'm always used to seeing him sort of from Cheers, so he's always kind of seems sort of a little bit of sort of a dumb character, because that's what I grew up watching was Cheers. But obviously over the years he's kind of changes and he's been in lots of different bits and pieces. So interesting way that they're working this one up. Rogue One has been a massive hit, bringing in tons and tons of money, and I'm sure that these new movies are going to be great. And sort of carrying on from that, a little bit more Star Wars news. LucasFilm have put out a statement saying that they are not planning on doing a CGI version of Princess or General Leia for the upcoming movies. It's quite weird that they don't tend to do a lot of speculation about like press stories or rumours from fans, but they decided to put out a statement, which is very rare for them. But I think after what happened with Rogue One, with them using Tarkin and kind of using how he looked and like recreating him, and even Princess Leia was obviously computer generated. So it made sense. I think that people were very much kind of like, well, you've just done it in the movie that just come out a couple of weeks ago, so there's a very strong chance. But I do like the fact that they've come out and say this. Obviously, there might be some rewrites or some different things that they might do. We just don't know what Episode 8 was going to do. We don't know. Maybe they were going to do a Han Solo Part 2 again. But anyway, it's kind of cool to see like Lucasfilm at least coming out and acknowledging that and kind of getting ahead of that news. But I think until we see Episode 8 and then maybe even see what happens after Episode 8, going in Episode 9, people will still be asking the question, what's going to happen? There was also a vigil taking place on Saturday at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, where how fans went down. They were riding attractions. They were all like dressed up. It was completely unofficial there. They were doing sort of salutes with the lightsabers and stuff. I think it's really cool that they've done that and kind of allowing just fans to it. Disney didn't seem to kind of get too much into promoting it, because obviously it's an unofficial event, but they didn't seem to do anything to kind of stop that. And I think that's just great from the fans' point of view, and just kind of giving somewhere for fans to go and kind of do that as well. And obviously they did on the Great Movie ride, where they reenacted parts of Singing and Rain due to her mother as well. So I think it's just cool overall on the Star Wars side of things. A new version of Moana, the sing-along version, is going to be coming to cinemas from January the 27th in the US. You're going to have all like little sing-along things. They did it with Frozen. It's kind of a nice way of them trying to boost up the box office numbers before, because it's going to be coming out on digital and home video from the end of February, beginning of March on all the different platforms. You've got lots of bonus features. So this kind of sing-along version is a nice little push before they do that. There are tons of new special edition stuff coming out on those DVD. You've also got the Blu-ray, you've got the 3D Blu-ray, there's the digital versions, loads of them. I can't wait to pick this up. Sadly, I missed it at the cinema, was ill that week, so wasn't kind of able to get it. And when after Christmas, when I went to have a look at the cinema tickets, they were on at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and with working and stuff, it just didn't kind of work out that way. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. Sometimes, for some reason, the movies, I think the cinemas just put it down as a kids movie, and once that initial week was over, they just sort of shoved it down into like the matinees kind of zone, so it wasn't as easy to get to see. Sometimes some of the other ones, like Finding Dory, like a week or two later, it was still in the evenings. But hey ho, can't wait to see Moana and seeing what The Rock does. But if you have already seen it, you probably want to pick up the digital version. If you haven't seen it and you maybe love the movie, the sing-along version is a kind of a cool little idea. Can't help but think maybe this would have been cool maybe after the release, but yeah, just a nice little boost there for Disney to try and get Moana a little bit more money and kick off 2017, because they haven't got enough movies out this year. In some other Disney news, fun movies coming out in 2017, Disney have announced that Ariana Grande and also John Legend are teaming up to do the song from the movie. They're kind of doing maybe like the release version. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of saw that and was like, really? It was like, I'm not a big fan of either one of those artists, gonna be honest. John Legend's done a few kind of cool things, but yeah, this just feels to me just like a little bit of just a sort of grab the younger audiences with people that they know. I don't know, it just, for me, it was it didn't fill me with, oh, this is great. It was just like, okay, kind of reminds me of the was it the version that they did for Frozen Let It Go, which, you know, obviously I think it was Demi Lovato or something did the song for it. Of course, tried to push it, but once the movie came out, everyone wanted the original. And I think this one's such a classic song. It's going to be hard to see what they do with it. I'll obviously have to wait till we hear it. I'm sure it's not going to be too long till we hear the song. But let me know what you think in the comments. Over at Walt Disney World, we have got some new concept art and a change in name for the new attraction coming to Typhoon Lagoon. The new attraction is Miss Adventure Falls. It was Miss Fortune Falls. Get to see the new concept art with like great looking attraction. Get to see all the trees and stuff. I think this is great. I love the water park. Last time I was visiting there, I think it's great to see them adding in this new thing and also doing it over the winter while it's generally a little bit quiet. It was a good time for them to build it. Regarding the name, I think Miss Adventure Falls actually sounds maybe a little bit better than Miss Fortune Falls, because while Miss Fortune Falls sort of rolls off the tongue a little bit better, Miss Adventure Falls maybe sends out that word of adventure and then it's going to be fun and that you should try it out. Whereas Fortune, you know, we just don't know. But yeah, not to fuss too much on the name change myself, but I do think the new one is slightly better and I really can't wait to see what this attraction's like. And over in Disneyland, there has been some big news really on Fastpasses, because they have announced that the mobile versions are going to be coming. Unfortunately, they're going to come at a price. They're going to be costing $10 each for each member. It's not even per group, it's per person if you want to use them. Be able to get hold of instant Fastpasses. I've used it over in Walt Disney World, a fantastic system. However, and this is my bug with it. Now, I am going to Disneyland later this year, and this system for me actually would be cool because it allows me to get the best attractions that I want to go see. We've only got 2 days, we want to do everything we can, and therefore this fast pass system would allow us to do it. But unfortunately, it's mobile, and unless they've got free Wi-Fi that's standard in the parks, I can't use it because I don't have a data plan while I'm out there. Also, I don't want to be checking my mobile. When I go to the parks, you know, don't take the phone. I want to be able to enjoy it properly. I don't want to have to be doing it all. I hope if there was kiosks or something like they've done over at Walt Disney World, it would be great. Now, like I said, on one hand, if I could just get the mobile version or web version and book them in advance and just have them ready to go, I would use it like I've done with the Magic Bands and stuff. This version, it's very good for locals, and even if you're a tourist over there, maybe there for a day or two and you want to get on it, that's kind of pretty cool. But for us international fans going to Disneyland, it's not such a good deal. It's not very easy to use. The idea of moving everything online, it sounds great if they have the system set up. But as I said, I don't want to be carrying my phone around with me. I want to be disconnected from the outside world. I want to be in the Disney bubble and kind of jumping onto this. And if I haven't got data, and also $10 each, that's another 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on how many people are in your party. If you're there limited time, it could be a good way of doing it. But Disney doing these upcharges, continuing to come in there, is just not too good. I don't like the idea of how they're doing it. I think having seen what they've done in Walt Disney World is a much better way. As far as digital version, it's better than running in and trying to get it. But it's such a good move, but in the same way they've done it in such a bad way. But who knows? Okay, so as I said, I've been on vacation for a week, so I thought I'm going to do an extra couple of videos this week, kind of going through some of the news that I missed while I was away. The Wi-Fi in the hotel was dreadful. It was horrendous. Even just uploading a picture would take about a minute to 2-3 minutes sometimes, and the website kept crashing out. So the idea of uploading any news while I was away was absolutely impossible, because that was the kind of plan if the internet was good, but unfortunately, dreadful service in terms of Wi-Fi. So, well, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to comment below about any of the stories. I'm going to be doing some feedback on each episode. I'm going forward, kind of going back through some of your comments either on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or also on VidMe or Twitch, anything like that. Get in touch with us. I'm going to try and do some feedback sessions at the end of each video. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back later with another video. Laters.